of ceremonies for this evening's occasion. Before we get started, please help me welcome Ms. Kalia Nyson, who will lead us in our opening prayer. Please give her a round of applause.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Kalia Knighton, and I will be saying the prayers. If you could bow your heads, please. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for bringing us here today to celebrate the beginning of a new journey for this graduating class. Thank you for allowing this graduating class to make it to this ceremony, welcoming them to alumnihood. Thank you for never giving up on the masses and making sure your children put their best foot forward at all times. Thank you for those who had their goals in mind and never gave up until they reached the finish line. I wish you many blessings and success in your future endeavors. Keep shining and keep grinding. Your work doesn't stop here. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen.
Thank you, Kalia, for that beautiful prayer. Tonight is to declare your status as not only alumni, but as lifelong members of the PBAMU community. Family and friends, the candidates seated before you will graduate Saturday, August 11, 2018. For recognition purposes, could I get the entire class for the August 2018 to please stand and give them a round of applause. Congratulations and thank you. The Alumni Initiation Ceremony is a special occasion that was created to honor and recognize PBAMU graduates and their accomplishments. The pinning ceremony is designed to establish and create a strong connection with our distinguished institution of higher learning. You will hear from a well-known and remarkable alumnus who was once in our shoes, as well as from the National Alumni Association. The first presenter tonight has represented the senior class with style and grace. Between a hectic schedule and being heavily involved on campus, she will take on the task of speaking on behalf of the seniors in all necessary and significant matters. Ladies and gentlemen, class of 2018, please join me in giving a warm and Panther family welcome to your senior class president, Ms. Jasmine Turner.
Good evening, family, friends, staff, and graduating Panthers. I am Jasmine Turner, your 2018-2019 senior class president. I would first like to come and say thank you all for electing me to serve you all this year. Now tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to discuss with you something very important to me, and that is the power of diligence. Now, when I think of the word diligence, I think of endurance and persevering. But what does it truly mean to be diligent? Is it just being hardworking or being consistent? Or does it mean to fight? Fight for what you want. Fight for what you believe in. Or fight to have a positive relationship with God. Think of that aspect and internalize that. Because in life, we will go through hard times. And life will place a pressure upon you. And sometimes we might want that pressure to be lifted, but remember that pressure makes diamonds. And Rome wasn't built in a day. We are writing the last chapters in our undergraduate books. All the memories, parties, and hump days. That will be something that we will always cherish. But I want you to look at your individual journeys and be proud of yourselves, because you are the living proof of having the power of diligence. All of the long nights, failed classes, difficult professors, you failed, you got back up, and you made it through. That, my friends, is the power of diligence. So give you all a round of applause. In Jeremiah 29:11, the Bible states, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you." Okay? plans to give you a hope and a future. Panthers, sometimes you have to walk through the storm in order to see the rainbow. So just remember, as long as you continue to fight, continue to push through, you will succeed. As you fail through life, it is okay, as long as you get back up and try again. Don't take your failures or mistakes and look at them and dwell on them. Take them as learning experiences so that you can jump over the next hurdle in life. Before I leave the stage tonight, I would like to leave you all with a small quote. When life puts you in a tough situation, don't say, why me? Say, try me. Good night.
Can we please give Jasmine another round of applause? That was so nice. The next presenter is a multiple-year Prairie View A&M University alum. Her commitment to Prairie View has expanded beyond 4 decades, working in a variety of capacities, including the Office of the President. Her longest tenure has been in the Office of Development. Her contributions include assisting with the establishments of scholarships, maintaining account records, and budgeting. At this time, please give a warm welcome to Ms. Sue Sampleton, Gift Coordinator in the Office of Development.
Good evening, Panthers.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
I am so honored to be among the first to greet the Prairie View A&M University August 2018 graduating class. The past several years you have spent on campus has led to this special moment in your life. All the sacrifices, the long study nights with study groups, the times you passed on parties so you would be in the seat that you are in tonight. Some of you received scholarships upon acceptance, others earned them along the way. Take a moment to reflect how much your life has changed because of your experience on the Hill. You have met friends who have become family members and created a network of professionals. It is important as you transition to the next chapter in your life to always remember our dear Prairie View, one foundation, our extended family. There are 3 things that bond us together today, today and forevermore. Number 1, 1876, the year we were established on the Alta Vista Plantation. Number 2, the unknown 8, our first graduation class. Those brave men that paved the way for us to be here 142 years later, producing productive people. President Ruth Simmons, our first female president, her commitment to our university is making national news. My challenge to you, fellow alums, is very simple. Stay connected by giving your time to PV, the next generation. Most importantly, reflect on your undergraduate experience, and when the time is right, honor your commitment to the university and give back your financial opportunities for generations to come by giving to the unknown 8 Giving Society that has been established for recent graduates. Thank you.
We will now hear from our Associate Vice President of Student Affairs, Mr. Steve Ransom. Please give him a round of applause.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Wanted to, before I begin, some brief remarks, kind of remind you about graduation rehearsal tomorrow. How many people know about it? Where is it?
Here.
Right here, what time?
8:30.
Hey, yeah, there you go, so you're on it. And you know, after that, you'll be able to go over to the rec center and grab a nice little celebration snack. So kind of, they'll tell you all about it tomorrow. So, all right, so it is a pleasure to really be able to greet you on behalf of the Office of Student Affairs. Now, our staff of Student Affairs have interacted with you in a variety of different ways. Some of them you probably aren't even aware. Maybe you were looking to get more involved while you were here at Prairie View. Maybe you decided that you wanted to enhance your personal fitness, or you needed a special accommodation of some kind, or you were looking for a job or an internship. All of those things involve student affairs. Now let's take a real quick poll. How many of you have studied abroad? Has anybody studied abroad? Okay, you've interacted with some folks. Yeah, there you go. Oh, look, there's the study abroad director in the back, international affairs. That's all a part of student affairs. What about community service or service learning? Anybody did anything like that? Okay, great. You interacted with folks in student affairs as well. What about join a club or an organization? Yeah, okay, great. You were over in the student engagement office or involved with student affairs. All of those things. What about homecoming? How many of you participated in homecoming? All right, so you can definitely say you did that. Well, you might know this and you might not, that HBCUBuzz.com voted our homecoming as being the best for 2017. So, did you know that? We beat out North Carolina A&T and Florida A&M. So, hopefully 2018 will be just as special and just as celebrative. So, we look forward to seeing you there. But all of these things that you raise your hand for are things that prove that you've been active and engaged while you've been here at Prairie View. And we hope that you'll continue that same engagement and enthusiasm as you embark upon your career or the pursuit of your graduate studies. Now, please come back at any point in time for a Spit Knowledge program, which I didn't say. Hopefully you've had a chance to participate in that, or homecoming or any other activity that interests you. Now, as you move to the next phase of your life, keep in mind what you already have in your toolbox. According to Payscale.com, Prairie View is ranked in the top 10 in Texas for return on investment for both in-state and out-of-state students. So keep that in mind, okay? All right, sounds good. While you had to make sacrifices to cover expenses while you've been here, the chances are going to be really, really good that you're going to get the return on that investment. Now, you heard our development office talk about the importance of giving some of that return on investment back to Prairie View. And that is so that we can continue to provide quality experiences for future students. So keep that in mind. But I also want to thank you for the legacy that you've already left here at Prairie View. You probably hadn't even really thought of it. When you look around and you see our great stadium and you see the rec center and the track, all of those are tangible things that you've been able to leave us. But also, many of you have represented the university in a variety of ways, all around the country and across the world, doing things, participating in contests, making presentations, and those types of things. Those are all part of the legacy that Prairie View has and the reputation that we have around the world. So those are important. Also, one other legacy that many of you probably maybe not even aware, students back in 2012 decided to establish a scholarship. It's a student scholarship. And each of you opt in. If you opt in, you pay $10 a semester that goes into this kitty that's going to be able to be utilized for future students to be able to enhance their education. And we'll be able to start spending some of that money this fall. Right now, the kitty is at $1.8 million. How about that? And that's all because of you. This will be an opportunity for students to be able to have access to additional funds. Now, you again, that's a legacy because you didn't get a chance to participate in it, but you're leaving that as a legacy for future campers. And those are the types of things we hope you'll continue to do as you move forward. Now, I'd like to leave you just with 3 quick words, and then I'll take my seat. Fight, love, and live. Fight for what you believe in, and for those who are not strong enough to fight for themselves. Love, as if your heart has never been broken, and live as if today is all you have. So with that, I'll say congratulations and PB. Thank you.
Before we continue, there is a white Malibu outside, and I believe it's on start.
How y'all doing, ma'am? Officer Pete Guy, Fairview University Police Department. We take safety very serious here. There's a white Malibu outside. First letters of the license plate is JCP. They pressed the OnStar button. And that automatically, in this area, it pings to us, and we want to know if that person is all right. If you have a white Malibu, please come to the back. I believe you left your keys in the car. We can unlock the car for you, and you're on your way. Just want to make sure you're all right. Thank you.
The PBAMU National Alumni Association organizes and implements programs necessary for securing grants, endowments, and other financial assistance to the university. Membership is open to all alumni and ex-students who have completed at least one semester or one full summer term, both sessions, and departed the university in good standings. The association has 31 active chapters across the nation that host activities throughout the year. Our next presenter will be speaking more on the benefits on becoming a member. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Frederick V. Roberts for the Prairie View National Alumni Association.
For every man whose foot has touched these hallowed soils has found a spirit and deepened it and broadened it until what started out as a meandering stream is now a purposeful river. That is a quote from Dr. George Woolfolk. Most of you, I'm sure, have had class in the building, the Woolfolk building. Dr. Woolfolk is a Minnie Piper Stevens professor, or was, I should say, a very honored and distinguished historian. And good evening to all of you. It is certainly a pleasure to be here on behalf of the National Alumni Association. And I must tell you a little joke. Director for Alumni Affairs, who is your speaker, asked me, because I'm known as being very loquacious, asked me, is my speech not long? And so I showed him 2 papers. But guess what? You are in for a treat, because Ms. Appleton told you when this university was founded, which was in my speech. The senior class president told you about some things that what you ought to be doing and dreams and what have you. That's in the speech. The alumni director again reminded me, please. And also, Mr. Ransom went through a litany of things that I was going to talk about. So guess what? You got lucky. And I'm just going to tell you a little bit about what the National Alumni Association can do for you. First of all, we get the question, what is the Alumni Association, the National Alumni Association? And then we're turned into the frequency WIIFM. Did anybody know what that means? What's in it for me? So what I say to you is that the National Alumni Association represents some 60,000 persons who have graduated or attended this institution, and we have a board of directors, and we meet occasionally. Twice a year we must meet according to our laws, and then we meet other times. But the National Alumni Association provides an opportunity for you to be involved and become an advocate for this institution. There are certain things that accrue to an institution that actually officials can't talk about. But as an alumnus, and as a taxpayer, you have a responsibility to stand up for this institution. So what do we provide? We are family. We never get a chance to pick our families. Fortunately enough, you chose Prairie View, and as a result of choosing Prairie View, you bought into this family. That family provides you a networking opportunity because where Prairie View is located, as the MC told you, we have 31 chapters across the country, and even where there's population too, you will find someone who went to Prairie View. And so we provide an opportunity to network. We also provide an opportunity to learn from the alumni when they come to campus and participate in the career fairs. They also can offer you jobs, because one of the things that we, as I said earlier, you will find us all over the country, all over the world. In fact, I'm an international student. It was about 41 years ago, that I graduated from this institution. I came with the intent to get a degree and go back home. Found out that this was better, even though we say it's better in the Bahamas. So I stayed at Prairie View with the intent of providing some opportunities for students. And so I would like to say to you that as you leave this place, remember that there were persons who provided you with scholarships and support. No man is an island. The National Association has provided scholarships to students, and more specifically to the College of Education. For the last 25 years, we've provided scholarships to students who were studying in teacher education. And in 2011, we created a new scholarship fund called the Legacy Fund. And that was to provide scholarships to other students who were not majoring in education. And so for you out there who have benefited, remember somebody helped you along the way. I'll leave you with a little story. There was a gentleman, had a family, and he had like about 12 children. And their last name was Little. And so the priest came to dinner one day, and he saw each student, each child had his own responsibility and was carrying on. And so he just asked the father, he said, "Sir, tell me, with all these children, how do you make things happen in this place?" And he said, "It's quite easy, because every little helps a little." And so I want you to know that every little thing that you can do to help this institution, you have a responsibility to give back. And as I would leave you say that, you who have dreams, if you act, they will come true. To turn your dreams to a fact, it's all up to you. If you have the soul and the spirit, never fear it, you'll see through it. Hearts can inspire, and other hearts can with their fire. For the strong obey when a strong man shows them the way. Give me some men who are stout-hearted men, who will fight for the right they adore. Start me 110, and who are stout-hearted men, and I'll soon give you 10,000 more. Shoulder to shoulder, and bolder they grow as they go to the fore. Then there's nothing in the world can halt or mar a plan when the stout-hearted men can stick together man to man. So your charge is to remember this place, come back, give back, and support your fellow students and fellow graduates. Again, thank you, and welcome into the National Alumni Association.
We will now hear from our Panther Ambassador, who is also involved with the Pre-Alumni Association, Ms. Felisa Grims.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Our speaker tonight is native of Dallas, Texas, and has had a professional telecommunications career spanning more than 20 years. An active and proud PVMU alumnus, Billy served as president of the Prairie View A&M University Dallas Alumni Chapter and was a board member of the Prairie View A&M University National Alumni Association from 2012 to 2017. Additionally, he has served since 2013 as a Prairie View A&M Foundation trustee representing the National Alumni Association. Mr. Davis was instrumental in establishing the Dallas Alumni Chapter's first endowment, which provides financial support to students. He has led numerous initiatives, including increasing scholarships provided to incoming freshmen from the Dallas area completing a $200,000 commitment for the Panther Stadium project, and developing leadership roles for millennial alumni resulting in their increased participation with the chapter. As of July 16, 2018, Billy Davis, a 1991 PVAMU alumnus, has been tapped as Director of Alumni Affairs. In this critical alumni role, Davis is tasked with building relationships with a wide range of alumni, communicating with alumni through a variety of media, and collaborating with colleagues in a range of university offices to create and maintain pathways for strong alumni participation. Additionally, Mr. Davis is responsible for serving as a liaison between the National Alumni Association and regional alumni organizations and campus leadership. Billy's passion for Prairie View is evident, and he strongly believes in generously giving back to his alma mater, which he says has given so much to him and others. His highest goal is to build relationships and inspire alumni to be involved in the great legacy of PVAMU. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving him a warm purple and gold welcome to our honorable guest speaker, Mr. Billy Davis.
Well, good evening. Good evening. You just don't know how good it feels to be back on the hill. I am Billy Davis, class of 1991, where I obtained my engineering degree here at my beloved Prairie View A&M University. My school of choice, my only choice. As I've told people that I've recruited throughout my years, this is the greatest place ever. And we don't take second place to anyone. We produce still productive people. So let me first say congratulations to our 2018 class of graduates. So can we clap for them one more time? So you guys are really have achieved a very momentous, a monumental feat. Like so many of us, it was not always easy to come from where we have come from, deal with paying fees, make it happen. At least you have the NSC. But we just do and have done what we needed to do. So you should be very proud of what you've achieved and be happy to be in the place that you're in right now. And as an alum, I am very proud of you. I continue to be proud of the products that we produce from this university long before I came here 3 weeks ago. So I'm happy to be here with you today to serve. I am really just more than humbled that you would even consider me to speak, because I don't feel it's deserved. Because this is a wonderful place. This event is an honorable event, one that we didn't have in 1991. There was no pendant, there were no rings, but we had rings, you could go by. But there was nothing that set us apart to say welcome to being a part of the alumni family. So I am just very honored that even Ms. Gross would even consider me to be here. So soon you'll have the same privilege that I had back in 91, to receive your degree from the second oldest public institution in the state of Texas. This is an institution that for well over a century has opened many doors, knocked down many walls, removed the obstacles for future generations. This is a place that has continued to serve its mission of research, teaching, and service. And what I hope and what I pray is that mission never ends. So many times we use the phrase that prayer serves the underserved. And my hope as an alum that it continues to serve the students of our state. Now this place again, one that we've always known as Alta Vista Plantation, our beloved Prairie View, is still so important in how we educate people. How we educate the people of the state of Texas and those that come to us from everywhere else. For well over this century, it has served us and served us well. So what I'm going to ask you to do, and some have talked about our history, I'm going to ask you to remember the history of Prairie View as you leave this university on Saturday. Share that knowledge that you have about history. Share it with people that you come into contact with. Share with those students that will be here after you, and any potential student that you think is interested in making Prairie View their home. Share that history. Because the history of Prairie View is who we are, and it is what we love so dear. That history is what brought me here. A history and a tradition of producing African American engineers well more than anyone else at the time that I entered this university. And we're still doing a great job today. So I just ask you to remember to share it, and share it with passion. So when we look at our history, we know it and we know it well. But as an alum, there is no one better that can be an advocate and a protector of that history. And that belongs to you now. It is not something that you just allow others to destroy. You can tell the story better than anyone. You have a passion because you were here. You have a heart for it because you were here. So just remember to make sure you make that a part of your not everyday life, but like I do, but a part of your life in general. Today is a day where we just want to celebrate you. There are so many that have come before us, that have walked these hallowed grounds. Their sacrifices were made for today, for you. So I'm going to ask you that you honor them for their sacrifices. When you leave this place, that you go out and you make the greatest positive impact that you can make. Whatever choice you make, whether a career, work, or if you're going to graduate school, extra studies, other degrees, whatever it is, take Prairie View with you and make the greatest impact that you feel you can make. You may not know it, but people are watching you. Your siblings, your cousins, the friends at your church, they are watching you. So I'm just going to ask you to honor our ancestors by doing a sacrifice of service to them and just make the greatest impact that you can make in their lives, in others' lives. So now you're about to embark on a new journey, one having finished your years here at Prairie View. And this is a time when so many people consider this the greatest instrumental growth in their lives, being in college. So now you need to put those different learning tools into action in your profession. And again, if you're going off to college again, those same learnings that you had here on the Hill still are viable and they work as you leave. I was talking to someone earlier about stakeholders, professors who, in my time, we considered them to be the greatest stakeholders. There was a Freddie Frazier, there was a Dr. Stewart, and in my engineering department, there was a Dr. Tollers and Dr. Fuller. And what they taught us was that no matter where you go, be the greatest professional that you can be. And in my time in telecommunications, there was a gentleman who was also a Prairie View alum who worked at another part of Nokia. And we had a common friend who went to Louisiana Tech. And the friend would always come to us and he would say, "What is it about you Prairie View brothers? You guys don't take stuff from anybody." I said, "Are we supposed to?" was my question to him. Because I don't believe at all that my education is inferior, that my abilities are less than anyone else. They just decided to pay a lot more money than I did. So Wayne and I took it upon ourselves as we were mentoring this guy, that he understood that as a Prairie View alum, we carry something with us. We walk out of here with an ambition to do good. We come out with an ambition to be better than where we ever have come from. And that's your charge as well. I don't know anybody's particular circumstances, but if you were like me, my parents worked hard. I'm from West Dallas, those who are from Dallas. I'm an LG Kingston graduate, where people didn't expect us to do well. So as a person who has come from that, where my parents were taught, it was my responsibility to do my part. And I hope to God that I make them proud of what I've done. So I know that your parents are proud of you today, but don't allow that to be the last thing that they're proud of you for. Because I said to you earlier, they will be watching you, and others will be watching you. So when we talk about the reason that we're here tonight, it is truly about you joining a new family. And we know that family to be one that really expands beyond this country and abroad. It is over 60,000 people that have come through this institution and are still somewhere out there. And it's a family that is very proud of this institution. They carry it well. And I give you an example. My family, we were in Disney World early July. And of course, I had my prayer shirt on. And of all places in Orlando, which I didn't expect to see anybody, a guy yells out, PV. I said, Lord. I said, but like Mr. Roberts told you, we are everywhere. Don't ever assume that your alums are not present. We are everywhere. So, in my short time here so far, this is my 4th week, I took some time early on to talk to some of the students as I was walking through the campus. And I asked them the question, most of them were freshmen. I said, so what does it mean to you to be a part of the alumni family? And well, they gave the typical answer. You know, alumni are to give back, mentor students, come push us, help us through this life of college. I said, yeah, that's a good answer. I'm glad you, okay, good. So I'm going to ask you guys the same question. As you go to make this crossing into alumni, as they call it, what does that really mean? So I just did a little look, and I said, let me just see the definition of what they consider to be an alumni. So it says it's a group of people who have graduated from a school or a university. Alumni is usually used to refer to a group of graduates of either one or both genders, while alumnus traditionally refers to a single male graduate, with a feminine term being alumni. Now I'm going to go back to the beginning of that. This is what they just consider to be what makes you an alumni, part of the alumni. It says a group of people who graduated from a school or university. Now, for me, I think that definition leaves a lot to hunger for, because it's just really very simple. I have come to school, I went to class, I graduated. I'm done. That's what it is. But I believe there's so much more that's been left out of what that really means to be a part of the alumni family. So I'm going to make it quick, and I'm going to give you 3 things that I think you need to consider. And I hope that you carry it with you as you go through this weekend and beyond. First and foremost, you have spent 4+ years here building relationships. Your first objective and your first responsibility as a part of the alumni family is to stay connected with each other. Don't ever allow time nor distance to degrade the relationships that you've made while here. Relationships are important. Don't let anybody tell you different. Those you know can be an asset to you and you an asset to them. We must keep the relationships that we have had going. And as Mr. Roberts talked to you also about, your relationship needs to start with the current alumni. One of the greatest failures of new graduates is that they don't seek the help and assistance of those that have come before them. I tell every student, go to an alum, ask them what they did. They're a real alum, they can spill their guts. They're going to tell you everything that they've done that will assist you. And I'm one of them that will spill his guts. Because we have one thing in common. We all come from here. That is what bonds us, that's what keeps us, is that we all come from here. So use your alumni connections, your network of alums that are more than 60,000 around this country, to find out what you need to do, whether it's in corporate America, starting a new business, or going off to college. What does that look like? God, I wish I had used it when I finished in 91. My road would have been just a little bit easier. Because trust me, being that I worked at Nokia, as Dr. Tolliver told me in my senior courses, he said, you will not ever work with your friend. So I'm never going to put you in projects with your friend. So the company that I worked with for over 20 years in sales and marketing and whatnot, I was not only a minority because I was black, I was a minority because I was an African American, because I was an American. So building relationships with people helps. So just remember, stay connected with your alumni, with your current friends. Secondly, I want you to stay connected with your university. It is your responsibility to know what goes on here. Anything that goes wrong, anything that goes well, you should be informed. So your email and your phone numbers and things like that, don't shy away from the university, because my main job as your alumni director is to stay connected with you. Your responsibility is to watch the university. Make sure that you give your comments to the leadership of this university, because they need to know that you're watching. So no matter who's in leadership, you should be commenting on what's going on. Because trust me, other people are waiting to see if you're really there. And when you don't speak, almost anything can happen. So if you care about this institution, you will stay connected to it in some form or fashion. And trust me, when I say connection, I'm not just talking homecoming. I am talking about you listening, getting information from the university, asking questions, calling your alumni directors department and asking, how can I help? What else can I do? Who can I talk to? Go out and recruit. Do the things that help make you the greatest alum ever. Because again, this is your institution. This is your university. As one of our elder alums told me when I was very frustrated about some things that were going on, he said, Billy, no matter who's president, no matter who comes and goes, whatever it may be, there's one thing that will always be the case. You'll always be an alumnus of this university, period. And if we don't care, who should? So it is important for you to stay connected with us. So my third and final point is, you must be the greatest advocate for this university. You and I both know the story. You and I both have the passion that is related to this institution. So by being an advocate, you are also the guardian of the university. You are not to allow anyone to badmouth your institution. Now, I'm not saying you go out on social media and do this and that. No. We're not talking like that. But this is your institution. You are the guardian. You are the protector. I tell the story sometimes about when you're a little kid and you have done the good deeds that your parents want you to do and they promised you a gift or your favorite toy. They would go to Toys R Us and get it as my son goes to sleep. And you get that toy and you bring it home, you put it in your room, and you put it up on the dresser and it's up for display. When there's a little dust on that toy, you go get it, you wipe it off because you cherish it. You worked hard for it. You did all the chores your mother wanted you to do. You cut the grass, you cleaned the room, you did everything to get that toy. And as soon as your bad little cousin comes over, you know he or she is going to knock your toy over. And what do? You guard your toy. You protect it so that it is not damaged at all. And as soon as he leaves, you wipe it off again. That is your degree. It is your toy. It means something. You work for it. So why would you ever let somebody badmouth your institution? You are to guard this institution. You are to protect the shield of Prairie View at all times. Because the value of your degree is somewhat determined by what the public thinks of your institution. And so the last thing you want is for your degree to be of lesser value. So for your own selfish reasons, protect the shield of this university. Protect the integrity of this university. It is critical because when you do that, people know that you care about it. They understand the value you feel for it, and thus it increases the value of not only your degree, but the next degree that is given out of this institution. I came to Prairie View back in 1987 because alums came back to my high school and told me about how great the program in engineering was. I heard the stories of how many African American males were being produced out of this institution. What they were doing was talking to me like anything else about the possibilities. But they were also in the marketplace, in public, touting how good it is. Now, yes, every institution has some kind of problem. But that's why you have to be connected. That's why they need to know that you're connected, so real issues are resolved. There's no way I would come back to Prairie View unless I felt like I could make a positive impact. There's no way. But I believe in my dearest heart that this is still the greatest institution ever. And I am willing to work at it to make sure that it stays that way. Not just for me, but for someone else. Because I am one that has a debt to pay. A debt that was paid by so many people before me. And like I said before, I am still paying that debt today. So my last 3 points again. Yes, come along with somebody that graduated from here. Sure they are. Or are they connected with each other? Are you connected with the network of alums that you have out in the marketplace? Are you connected with the university? You say you love it, so stay connected with it. And if you love this university, then you will protect it. And I just pray and hope that God blesses you continuously with whatever endeavors you may have in life. I can tell you from my own personal experience, it has been a great ride since I left this university. And had it not been for Prairie View, I would not have had the great adventures of life. So God bless you all, and congratulations again on your graduation.
If we could please give Mr. Billy a round of applause again. Thank you so much, Mr. Davis, for those words of inspiration. Graduates and former students, please make sure you stop by the National Alumni Association table if you have any questions or would like to become a member of the association. They have a table set outside of the auditorium upon your departure. Graduates, please listen to the next following directions. If you are not sitting in the middle and you are graduating this Saturday, if you could please rise and make your way in that direction. Please. Next, the ushers will begin distributing the lapel pins. You may remove the pins from the bags, but please wait until you are prompted to execute the pinning. Once again, you may remove the lapel pins from the package, but wait until you are prompted or instructed to execute the pinning.
Oh, y'all look so excited.
Baby, you done forgot about me again.
Okay, thank you. All right, class of 2018, it is that time. Let's welcome one of your graduating peers to the stage for the oath and initiation, Mr. Cameron Green.
Hey, I got two things before I get started with the initiation and the oath. So one, real quick, I would like to give this award and this certificate to our speaker, Mr. Billy Davis. Give it up for him one more time. All right, and the second announcement is, just like Mr. Davis talked about with Envision, I took it upon myself, and I've been blessed with the opportunity to start my own brand of motivational speaking called Say No More. All right, and so I started this, and I'm from Houston, Texas, Southwest Side A League, representing Lola. All right, and with that being said, when I go and speak to these communities and go back to the school districts, I say no more, and in response, the crowd says say less. So can we try that one time? All right, say no more.
Say less.
Say no more.
Say less.
I love it, I love it. All right. All right, real quick, can I get all of class of 2018 to stand, please? You made it, we did it. Yeah. Gotta show them some love. Let's clap it up, let's clap it up. We did it. Has everybody received their pen? Has everybody received their pen? All right, cool. So real quick. All right, so while we're waiting on everybody to get their pen, we will be waiting on. Let me ask y'all a question real quick. Is that cool with y'all? That's cool? Cool. All right. So it says, how many of you classmates are going to represent our class by stopping by the National Alumni Association table of sign up so we can make a big impact on continuing the legacy of our university? How many people are signing up in the back at that table? Raise your hand. All right. Cool. All right. Are we ready?
Yes.
Are we ready?
Yes.
Say no more?
Say less.
Say no more?
Say less.
Hey, I love it. All right, so are we ready? It says, this ceremony and the lapel pin, which you are holding, represents our deep connection to our university. It represents our lifetime commitment to excellence in attitude, personal management, work ethic, professional preparation, and in honesty, integrity, and character. This ceremony and pin symbolizes the threshold into alumni status, which more than just having a degree, but a sense of pride, security, knowing that no matter where life may send you, you will always have a connection to the place where it all began, here at Prairie View A&M University. All right? So it says, please place the lapel pin in your left hand. Y'all got your pens? Place it in your left hand, let's get it. All right, so place it in your left hand and rise with your right hand. Raise your hand with your right hand, all right? And we're going to recite the senior oath. The oath is located on the back of your program. Did everybody have a program? Oh, man. Everybody had a lapel pin in their left hand. Right hand shall be raised. We will recite the oath. Everybody got their paper? Cool. All right, let's get it. So it says, repeat after me. On my honor, I will do my best
I will do my best
to support Prairie View A&M University.
to support Prairie View A&M University.
I will continue
I will continue
to embody
to embody
the Prairie View spirit,
the Prairie View spirit,
which is characterized
which is characterized
by the ideal man
by the ideal man
and ideal woman,
and ideal woman,
and I will uphold
and I will uphold
the moral
the moral
and ethical
and
standards
ethical standards
of a productive Panther.
of a productive Panther.
As I cross over
As I cross over
into alumnihood,
into alumnihood,
I will faithfully
I will faithfully
uphold the light
uphold the light
of Prairie View A&M University.
of Prairie View A&M University.
All right. And so can I have Mr. Billy Davis assist me real quick? And we're going to demonstrate how to put on this pen. So fun fact, if y'all did not know, like Mr. Davis just said, he graduated in 91. This was not here in 91. This started in 2011. So this is your first time that Mr. Davis will receive his lapel pin into alumni status. All right. So, graduates. Oh, no, this is mine. All right. Graduates, are y'all ready?
Yes.
Turn to your neighbor. Whichever neighbor. All right. And now, you may place your pen on their left side. The pen goes on the left side, all right? So please. Has everybody got a pen? No. All right, let's do the other side. Let's do the other side. Other person, let's get it. Left side.
Act like you did it again, please. I missed it. Oh, Lord. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, Lord.
Has everybody got a pen? All right. One last time. Y'all ready? PV. PV. Man, I love it. We made it, y'all. Class 28, give it up. We made it. We did it. Against all odds. God is good, man. So glory be to him, man. So real quick, I'm gonna transfer it over to Princess.
Congratulations to the class of 2018 once again. So now we will end off this ceremony by singing our alma mater. So stretch that right arm to the head. Let it burn, feel the burn.